This game is about being a criminal and can optionally include obscene language, discussions of sexuality, and romance. It can also deal with triggering subjects such as self harm and violence. Viewer discretion is advised. Oh, we're gonna rise. And I'm also beginning to wonder if Mom really got vaporized or teleported. It took some time to finish up all our tasks, but here we are now, in the catacombs deep beneath the Overmistress's seaside mansion. In the heart of the cult of the Many-Faceted One, as robed weirdos load up the boats for tonight's assault. No, we will not be needing the corrupted blades of the piercing gaze tonight. No, we don't need the fivefold eye of obliteration either. This is to be a non-obliterating affair. No stabbing anyone without my express order. You are there for crowd control only. Bring, I don't know, a bunch of rope instead. Yes, for tying people up, and no, not tying up in the fun way. Your friends seem interesting. It's so hard to find good minions these days. If it's all the same to you, I'm gonna hang on to these canisters instead of handing them off to your mumblecore death squad. They're fragile as hell, and we don't want a rupture before they're deployed. Fine, fine. You'll be in the third boat with Hate. You can stow them below decks until needed. For the record, kinda not comfortable with all this cult nonsense. I'm a man of science, and magic isn't real. If it irritates you so, just think of magic like rewriting the DNA of reality. Same concept. That's not how DNA works either! Which is when a familiar-looking computer monitor floats through the air, suspended by tiny quadcopter drones and cables. Let's fucking go, Hate! I am here for this. Behold my powerful new mobile form. I am prepared to join the battle. That's what you spent all week perfecting. Looks like a bunch of extension cables and duct tape. It is the pinnacle of broadcast technology. My digital consciousness projected into drone units over powerful 3G networking. Oh, buddy. I think you're at least 2 Gs behind the curve. You just don't respect digital brilliance. Typical meat brain focused on meat aesthetics. Okay, getting these three to cooperate is going to be tricky. It occurs to me now they've never interacted before, not even at the Crimer event. It was probably a bit too optimistic to hope they'd bond right away as friends and form a wacky gang of pranksters. But I bet I could nudge things in the right direction with a few choice words. They're connected to each other through you, remind them of the friends you made along the way. Got the makings of a heck of a world-changing supergroup, rally them under one banner. Find a common cause they all believe in, and use that to help them pull in the same direction. Friendship! Hey, there's no need for hostility. Don't forget, you're all cool in my book. And there's a good reason for that. Hate's got more depth than you realize. They're capable of more than their namesake. I trust them to have your backs in this. The Overmistress runs an entire cult. She's got leadership skills that'll help a lot when push comes to shove out there. And Mayhem? Isaac, is a literal doctor. He's a genius. I know he can improvise in a pinch. I couldn't possibly do this without all three of you. And you need each other in turn. Teamwork makes the dream work. I'm friends with all three of you, and I hope you can be friends too. Yeah, okay. I came off a bit too dismissive there. Let me be the first to say I'm willing to put some trust in you all. I rarely get along with other masks, but I get along fine with Penny. And if she approves of you, that goes a long way. Indeed. Mr. Larceny is a fine judge of character. I would not be here today if I did not trust his chosen allies. Still a he, but we're gonna ignore that mistype. I will choose not to hate you all. Please understand the difficulty of that gesture. You know, I'm casual acquaintances with several mask AI researchers who could help you with that. Maybe upgrade your emotional core? I would be concerned about losing an important part of myself if I make major adjustments to my code. This anxiety loop restrains me. Ah, cosmic existential terror, my specialty. I can counsel you on how to deal with major changes in life. Adopting traditions like rituals can be a lovely coping mechanism. Yeah, if you have access to any reliable and non-sinister mental health resources, I'd be interested. I've got anger issues. Let's go! OMG, this is great! Did I really do it? Did I achieve the best possible timeline where everybody is happy and super cool? I mean, that remains to be seen. I mean, okay, splitting my attention so much means romance is probably not in the cards anymore. That's fine, I was really trying to make it with a hero anyway, so... we all good in the neighborhood as far as I'm concerned. And I couldn't give any of them special attention to really dig in deep to their problems, so maybe we aren't going to fix everything. But hey, this is good, right? Something's missing, I'm still trying to work out what, but I may need to explore more. It's a promising candidate for best timeline, I'll have to remember this one. We'll have to wait and see if this one actually lasts. What the fuck, me? Something's missing. Still trying to work out what, but I may need to explore more. Huh? Explore what? What are you getting at? Can't tell you yet. We're not ready. I'm not sure I should talk about it. Spoilers. I mean, I get it. Spoilers are bad. But if something's going on that I need to know about, we're gonna talk about this later. Got it? After I'm done killing my dad. Okay, we're ready to launch. Everyone to your positions. We've got a king to dethrone. With the final preparations complete, we set out across the sea, ready for battle. Eve of battle. Carcosa, where black stars rise. Carcosa, where strange moons circle the skies. Sounds spooky, just like the King in Yellow. And on a metaphorical level, sure, it represents the horrors of the modern age. But cut through the bullshit, and it's just another rich bastard living in a bubble of privilege. I will not be intimidated by set decoration. Long live the king. The heist. The automated flat cannons and dozens of trained murderers, those I can damn well be intimidated by. But I came prepared. I've got my friends at my side. As the cult speedboats cut across the sea, through the waves beating at the sides, I hear the crackle of our comms. Fancy feast here, reporting from the lead vessel. Comms check time. Everybody sound off. Crimson Rose, standing by. Ritual is prepared, and cultists are ready to make landing. Chippy, standing by. Wireless signal router is active and connected to the swarm. We are ready to launch. Isaac, standing by. Your code name is Watson. We're using code names. I'm not calling myself that. So you want your real name on the airwaves in the event this flops and the king's looking for someone to hang over a scorpion pit? Watson standing by and ready to deploy with the landing forces. All agents and present and accounted for, Panda Bear. Oh, all agents present and accounted for, Panda Bear. We are go for Operation Regicide. Thanks, Fancy Feast. This is Panda Bear. We're approaching the perimeter. Chippy, be ready to deploy. Here I am, about to take decisive action to put myself at the head of a power broker's world-spanning network. Last week, I was under the assumption I had to be a lackey, a gopher, a minion. Things took a bit of a turn, didn't they? I'll admit, I'm exhausted. I'm cruising on adrenaline and determination. I might need to, I don't know, utterly collapse after. But tonight, we see this through. Got a slight stealth advantage, but soon enough we're on their radar, and Carcosa springs to life, ready to destroy all invaders. It's army against army, but we've got land, sea, and air. It's go time. Chippy, deploy. And from the boats, the roar of dozens of tiny propellers as the hate drone swarm launches into the sky. Oh my god, this is better than I anticipated. I just thought drones, not this kind of drone. Let's go, Hate 4000 series. Fear me, King in Yellow, for I am Legion! The swarm fans out, a single intelligence spread across multiple targets, as Carcosa's guns come online, trying to knock them out of the sky. You cannot harm me. We are small and evasive, and your guns are inadequate. I fought in Nam. I do not fear the likes of you. Oh, 4K, I love you. I love you so much. Portions of the swarm flank the island, coming in low. To dive in, connect to the automated guns, and open communication ports. Meow. I'm in. Taking control of the guns, one by one. We may just need a few minutes to finish the hack. Great work, Fancy Feast and Chippy. Keep it up. Tremble before me. At last, my tactical and strategic brilliance is fully realized. I am a digital god of war. Oh shit. Chippy, you good? Nope, not good. The hate drones begin drifting off course, each one displaying connection errors. Without hate giving them instructions for evasive maneuvers, they're getting blown out of the sky, one by one. And the wireless router hate installed in my boat has blinking red lights on it. Now what? Turn it off and on again! That'll give us delay. Wiggle the antenna a bit. I grasp the wiry antennae sticking out of the thing and start bending it this way and that, praying it'll reconnect. Come on, work! Get a signal! And wait for it. Removes even the toughest Saiyans. He's at the 20, the 10. Touchdown! Only 1995. Order today. Clear skies with 15% chance of... What? What just happened? Oh, thank fuck you're back online. You crashed out for a moment there. Nonsense. I am the pinnacle of technological advancement. Now completing shutdown of automated defenses. Okay. Phase 1 completed. You're up, Crimson Rose. Put the guards out of commission. Very well. I call for the opening of the Sanguinomicon. The massive book made from pages of dried skin is open and held aloft by 2 cultists, while a third does something with a cup. A chalice? A vessel? What's the appropriate fancy-ass word for a magic sippy cup? In the names of the many-faceted one, the ones who are many, and the many who are one, I call for angular clarity. Let those with narrow, greedy minds that seek to do my followers harm be gifted the curse of terrible knowledge. It's a far more powerful ritual than I had anticipated. She immediately breaks out into a sweat as the mystic energy Watsits begins to build and build. Too much, far too much. I should have prepared more. I cannot. Bitch, you are the fucking overmistress. You did prepare. You are prepared. You can do this, my overmistress. You are the leader of an entire doom cult, the herald of the many-faceted one. Entire nations tremble at your every word. There is no one more capable of bending the weak to her will than you. Make your determination into your reality as an overmistress. I am the overmistress. I am legendary. I hereby command those of the King's Legion to open their eyes and bear witness to the infinite. And as the boats make landing at the docks of Carcosa, I can see heavily armed military dudes grabbing at their eyes and screaming. There's too much! There's too much! I can see too much! We disembark from the boats, the cultists swiftly moving to disarm, capture, and bind the helpless soldiers under direction from the overmistress. We did it! We've taken Carcosa. Not quite. So, I don't want to step on the good vibes, but the southern face of the complex, the one Dr. Mayhem needs to reach the roof. According to these visuals from the hate drones, it's coded in explosive mines. He can't get up that way. Oh, and I assume these bombs are not Wi-Fi enabled? No amount of hacker catch shenanigans will disable tripwire munitions, Panda Bear. Bombs. Did Gibson just say something about bombs? No problem, not a problem. We improvise. This is normal, this is how capers go. Okay, Doc, I'm gonna need you to hang on to a drone and fly to the roof directly instead of using the stairs. Are you fucking joking? Hey, it'll be fine. Chippy, you can carry Watson up to the roof, right? How much do you weigh, coincidentally? The drones are, like, put together with chewing gum. I'd splatter all over the concrete. Crap. We need him up there and fast. This plan fails if he's not in position before I confront the king. Grappling gun! Wait, we have an alternative. My grappling gun. You can climb the building from the northern face using that. Do I look like a mountain climber to you? I don't have that kind of strength. So we split the difference. The drones provide some safety and lift you while you climb the rope. That's actually a pretty good compromise. If one fails, the other provides a backup. Okay, how's this thing work? Point and shoot, my dude. The rest is magnets. Witchcraft. I have introduced you to the witchcraft of the fantasy world. Magnets. That's not how magnets work. I mean, does anyone really know how magnets work? Yes, many people do. Whatever, let's move. And remember to stall the king as long as you can. We need this to disperse through the airflow. He hefts his biochemical backpack and fires off the gun, using the cable and some drone assistance to scale the building quickly. Right. Now, it's my turn. I keep the king talking long enough for Mayhem to finish his job, and then finish this once and for all. I square myself up to the task ahead of me, and march straight through the doors of Carcosa. And finally, a dramatic person would throw the double doors of the king's chambers wide open. A far more dramatic sort would kick those doors in. But me, I opt to use plastic explosive on the hinges and blast the doors down. Maximum drama! Yeah, okay, that part I'm here for. And the king awaits inside, not even slightly disturbed by the sudden shower of wooden splinters. I storm in anyway, ready to put an end to this. I knew you were coming, of course. Very little escapes my notice. But I'm actually quite impressed you got this far. Proud, even. Look at you, all you've accomplished in such a short time. You could achieve even greater heights. I can teach you the things you need to know. Save it, not in the mood. Take off the mask. I wear no mask. You know damn well what I mean, Dad. He doesn't flinch. No tells. He's not going to make it easy for me this time. You want me to turn off the blur suit? Certainly, Penny. Anything for family. He taps twice on the side of his neck, and the holographic blur dissipates. Does this satisfy? That'll do. This way I can look in your eyes as you die. Just like I got to do with Mother, thanks to you. As expected, the matchmaker emerges from the shadows to intersperse herself between the king and I. I must defend my king. You mean your father? Yes, my father. I will defend my father, as will my sisters. Wait, sisters? Yeah, I knew you were all the same fucking person. Which is when I realized the room is filled with matchmakers. Identical women with slight variations in costume. Oh. So all those people actually were the matchmakers, sort of. Okay, now I see it. Huh. Neat. This is literally what I've been trying to tell you this whole time. Okay, I'm sorry for not taking you seriously. Guess I wasn't paying enough attention. Forgive me? So, clones, yeah? Derived from his DNA? Huh. Wow, Dad. You are a goddamn egomaniac to make a whole new set of obedient test tube daughters to replace me. They aren't replacing me, Penny. Provided, of course, you have the vision to see what I've accomplished for what it is. Because I may misdirect, yes, but I honestly wear no mask. Unlike you. You try to live by a sloppy code of ethics, some anti-heroic rogue, all while leaving chaos in your wake. Think of all the security guards fired because they couldn't catch you. Think of all the families that starved, denied those paychecks. Think of the corporations you collapse, the workers who suffer as you destroy the structures that supported them. Can you call that justice? No, bitch. I already went through this therapy with Iris. I do not need you. But I wear no mask. I have no illusions about what I am. I exploit this world honestly and openly. You do so while lying to yourself. Get the mark to sympathize, even I identify with you. We're not that different, you and I. Lure them in for the con. I know the plays, Dad. You taught me well. Or, rather, Mom taught me well. I can't recall much of anything you taught me. That can be amended. You've shown ambition beyond what I thought you were capable of. I meant it when I said I was proud of you. So please, call off your attack and let's join forces. Call it a play if you like, but you can't deny the mutual advantages. Don't let the Mark realize they don't actually need you. Pretend you're an invaluable resource. That's the whole gimmick behind the King in Yellow, right? The almighty power broker. Cute name, by the way. Not calling yourself Maxwell Larceny anymore. Not even in secret. I wasn't Maxwell even when I married your mother. Names are like socks. Change them out daily. The Yellow King, Leonard Legitimate, Maxwell Larceny, Hoster, the Puppet Master, our mutual benefactor, Old Scratch. Oh, the Devil. You go by the Devil. Great, got it. But I wear no mask. The name's changed, but I'm always myself. And you could be too, if you discard your mask and break your limits. He has nothing to offer you that you can't simply take. I know we're letting him monologue. We gotta keep him talking long enough for the gas to get to work. True, but we can't just cut him off, and he'll see through me if I pretend to show interest. I have to walk the line on this. Yeah. Just long enough for mayhem to be ready. You said you've been living in crisis mode, trying to get by day to day. That you need to think about your future. This is your future. This is your birthright. Everything I have built will need a steward once I am gone. I'm not foolish enough to think myself immortal. That means it could all be yours. Think about it, Penny. The future you need, within reach. You just have to be willing to reach out and take it. Like you reached out to Continuum while throwing me and Mother to the wolves? That's your path, right? Your way to the future? Cut off the pain of the past. Kill it and let it die. Your words, Dad. That's not my path. I'm not going to sacrifice the ones I care about for petty power. No future is worth that. A childish view, but understandable. You'll learn to let go in time. At my side, we can fix all of this. I can make amends. And my earpiece crackles to life. 16 parts per million. We're now at nominal level. Finally, I was getting sick of hearing him plead his case. Finally. Finally what? Finally, we're done. We're done here. I kill you, take your stuff, and get on with my life. And the matchmaker steps forward again, ready to fight. I'm afraid I cannot allow you to. Actually, now you can. We're all set. Dr. Gina Phase's neurological kill command. That's what was on the card she gave me, Dad. A virus that instantly and locally kills anyone matching the genetic signature baked into it. That's why you're not the least bit scared of me, right, Dad? Because you could pop that capsule in your left palm and I'd drop dead. And finally, a tell. His hand moving down and backwards, instinctively trying to hide it. But realizing it's too late. I would do no such thing. You are my daughter. I love you, Penny. I am your son. That's your daughter in front of you. And we can both murder you now. Uh-huh. You love the matchmakers too? Because that capsule would also kill some of them. She's my genetic match. Modified to be a perfect little porcelain doll. Aesthetically acceptable, able to be slotted into any power structure. But still my sister. But the kill command working on her, that's a plus, yeah? Keeps these daughters under control in a way I never was. If any of your darling daughters question you, just retire them. I haven't had to retire a matchmaker in years. They know I trust them, and... Did you develop the antidote? Yeah, it's been dispersed into the air conditioning system. Everyone in the room's now vaccinated against kill command. We're good to go, and thanks for warning me about every kind of defense I'd encounter on my way here. What? Fuck you. And my sister crosses the room to join me, as do the others, turning to face the king in yellow, rather than confront me. Thank you. I'm glad you were able to understand my clues. Once I'm in charge, I promise you we'll run this place as partners. You're my sister, not his daughter. Sisters are equal. Sir, I'm afraid I must tender my resignation. I hope my service to date was adequate. Farewell. What? And they file out of the room, through the ruined doorway. Penny, please, you must understand. Nah, you die now, okay? Your mother was a fool. A short-sighted fool. This is not the play, my guy. This is actually the play to get me, the person who was going to try to talk her out of it, into manifesting and handing her the knife. Loretta Larceny could have had the world at her fingertips. I could have helped her rise to take everything she ever wanted. I had ideas, ways to exploit and control the information age. Together we could have stolen the world. Primer and Capebook, twin services, one to counter the other, while we'd profit off algorithmically maintaining the status quo. You run Capebook too? Of course! There's no need to win the game if you're playing every seat at the table. You win by default. We could have won as a family. But no. I was just the guy in the chair, doing nerdy computer things while she enjoyed her adventures. All she aspired to was a little fun. A crime here and there, splashy and exciting adventures. With you. She had no ambition. Loretta was content to live a mediocre, modest life. Surely you understand. You want more. I can tell that you want more out of life. And together we could have everything. Don't let her laziness hold you back from the future you deserve. Let me help you. One sec. Okay, I'm ready to smash her face in now. Mother already had everything she wanted. She had her family. But that wasn't enough for you. We weren't enough for you. And now, you have nothing. Because I'm taking everything you've got. My birthright. I pluck a letter opener from his desk. Because of course, a classy, elegant king would have a dagger-like letter opener. Sure about this, Penny? Absolutely. You know how I beat you, Dad? How I defeated the villain of villains? The one who's always 8 moves ahead? Because I see it's all a grift. You've improvised every move on the fly while wearing the mask of an organized mastermind. A chess master. But me? I'm not playing chess. I'm playing some fucking checkers. And here I am on the back row of the board. You know what that means? King me. And he cowers. He actually cowers as I raise the knife. There are better ways to kill him, which don't leave you with literal blood on your hands. This is your last chance. Just please hear me out. Okay, I had a feeling you'd try to do this. Let's get on with it then. I'll just, like, not exactly stop time, but at least move at the speed of thought for a moment, narratively speaking. So let's hear your case for why I should spare the life of this greedy, sadistic bastard who ruined my life. The man who killed my mother, abandoned me on the street, and led me to nearly jumping off the roof of a mental hospital. The criminal mastermind responsible for manipulating an entire generation of heroes and villains into pointless no-win runarounds. I'd love to hear your logic behind not shanking a person like that. You think you can cross the line and then step back without a problem, but this is going to haunt you. It's going to make the next one easier. You hold yourself to a higher standard than hardcore masks who use killing as the easy solution. You go for the clever solutions. Be clever. Penny, I'm not gonna abandon you. No matter what you choose to do, I can't say you and I are done. I couldn't abandon... I, as the voice in your head, the player reading through this visual novel, I knew Polyborus was gonna be the one standing back. I knew we were gonna have to go deal with her. But I couldn't leave her behind. Because I care about Iris. I care about all of the Irises, including her. And I have come to care about you during this game. Which makes me weird, perhaps, but maybe that's the sign of a good game. Well, you can be clever. We've done a lot of clever. Interesting. I wasn't expecting that argument from you. It's true, most masks just see find them and kill them as the go-to solution for every problem. There's no craft in their work. And stabbing him does feel rather direct. Like an easy, quick, permanent fix to the problem he represents. I can be clever. I can be smarter. I can still hate his guts, still punish him, but in a far more delicious way. All I really want is a sense of justice and closure on this. Murder doesn't have to be the means to that end. But what's the alternative? He's dangerous, he's powerful. How do we put him down safely and non-lethally? Played Kate Book against Crimer, so play the heroes against him, package up the evidence, and hand him up. Oh. You can imprison him here on Carcosa. It's basically a prison, hole in the ground. No one would ever find him. Strip him completely of power, take his throne, and then when we're secure, toss him out. No, fuck it. My first mission, I got a hero on my ass. My second mission, I got a hero on my ass. Third mission, I got a hero on my ass. You know what? Okay, third mission, not so much. I had an Iris. But you know what? You want to play both sides? Fine. You've seen what my side, our side, the Crimer side, feels about all of this. Let's go see how Kate Book feels. That's a dangerous gambit. We know he'll betray anyone, anywhere, anytime. If he turns into a criminal informant, we're in trouble. But there is some poetry in using the systems he's created to destroy him. Okay, I think I can make this work. So I swing, stab the letter opener into his desk, and leave it there. Nah, killing you is letting you off lightly. I'm going to keep you as a guest for a few days while I finish devouring your kingdom. Swapping your passwords, changing all the locks. Make sure all your contacts know there's a new monarch in town. And then, I'm handing you over to the heroes. What? You keep saying what, like this is a shock. Like you never even considered you might lose this gambit. Not much of a con man if you don't have a backup plan. Oh well. Once the heroes find out their social media feeds were monitored, controlled, and manipulated by you, you're toast, bucko. You can't do that. If you burn down Kate Book, you'll lose a powerful resource. Think about this. I don't need it. Unlike you, I don't care to make everyone dance to my whim. And it'll only further cement my rule if I let the heroes have you. Maybe they'll look the other way as I build my power. You say I wear a mask, that my ethics keep me from greatness? I'd say fair play can earn you some surprising allies. Now then, sis, a word? On cue, the primary matchmaker emerges, as if she'd been eavesdropping the whole time. Which she probably had. How can I help you, Penny? Set Dad up in a guest room. Comfortably. Securely. Meanwhile, I've got prep work to do on his downfall. See it to it he's cared for until the day we throw him out the door. Certainly, Penny. Sir, if you'll follow me, please. You think you've beaten me? I'll worm my way out of this. I'll rise back up. And then you'll regret ever letting me live. I mean, if you want to be stabbed instead, there are options we can workshop. I'm cool with either. What'll it be? And so, the king is dead. Long live the king. Long live the king! Needless to say, my life got very complicated after that. I had to shift from an underling mentality to a boss mentality very quickly, secure every hidden branch of the king's empire. But in time, I asserted control. I learned to become the new king in yellow, the king in green. Complete Penny's timeline, long live the king! Iris was right. I did end up claiming the throne, to raise my own empire. I have to admit, Dad's scheme was a solid one. There's no need to win the game if you're playing every seat at the table. You win by default. I have the power to reshape the world, and I have allies willing to help me do it. Partners, rather than minions. The matchmakers, my mask friends, and the countless agents my father already had in play. I've even picked out a new name for this organization. The Larceny Legion. It's a good branding, isn't it? The future is bright indeed. But I'm not kidding myself. I haven't saved the world. At best, I've simply grasped the strings that control it. Hate's still aching for Armageddon, the Overmistress is still running her blood cult, Mayhem's research may never be accepted by the public. If anything, I've empowered them to go deeper into their own shadows. But that's fine, because I have power of my own. At last, I have control. Future is in your hands, Penny. Make it a good one. The world is yours, reach out and take it. Power is yours, be careful with it. The future's in your hands, my friend. Make it a good one. Quiet power, shadow power. Sitting in the back of the house, running the show. I can use Crimer and Kate Book to contain hardcore masks, while letting the rogues and anti-heroes slide. I'm not saving the world, but maybe, just maybe, I can make it a little better. In my line of work, you learn to look at the big picture, crafting your design for it one step at a time. Everything connects up, dotted lines and arrows and symbols, a path leading from A to B to C to D. When you do your job right, it's clean and precise, professional, and awesome. I love it when a plan comes together. It's not possible to predict every step, of course. A skilled schemer is also an impressive improviser. You adjust the plan on the fly. But in the end, you'll get where you're going. Where you needed to be. Now, I'm where I needed to be. And everything has fallen neatly into place. My name is Penny Larceny, and believe it or not, I'm running the world. Let's fucking go, Penny. Hell yeah. Love it. Fiction Factory makes very good games, in my opinion. I love the characters. And I love the level of control we got. I do wonder if I could have fucked up badly, but apparently I did pretty well, all things considered. But this was also... They're also very good at, like, leaning into their style of game. First game, the Arcade Spirits games, obviously very heavily video game and arcade. And they play into that. They give you... They give you a score. They tell you, like, how your stats are doing. Here... they leaned into comic book mentality. Heroes and villains, the page turns, the weird superpower, and they leaned into the fourth wall breaks, which I love. It's a unique way to get us involved in all this chaos without being technically the main character. And we got to a good ending. Not the one I wanted. I would have liked to romance Farsight here, but hell, I will fucking take it. This is a good timeline. We may not have helped our friends as much, but I'll take it. Oh. Special thanks, everyone who supported Arcade Spirits within our community. Still amazes me that this is a thing that exists. Schumann for her wise counsel, my sister and brother-in-law for keeping me going, and you for reading these words right now. You are the reason this nonsense exists, despite the world actively pushing back against it. Thank you. Hope to see you again in the shadow over cyberspace. Yes. Hands down, yes. I will be there. And if all of you want to join me, I will happily take us all there. And if you want me to introduce you to Arcade Spirits, I am also happy to do that as well. But I didn't know. Didn't know what they were really up to. Didn't find out in time. Didn't stop their plan. The timeline, our whole history, every possibility just erased. Like we never existed. Couldn't stop it alone. So alone, despite so many in my head. Too many voices. Couldn't hear the truth through all the noise. Continuum. They desperately wanted Captain Infinity as their savior. But now it's an infinite crisis. He's purging whole timelines to establish his perfect history. Causing the deaths of trillions. Jesus. I'm sorry. It's the end of every possibility. Our world gone. I'm sorry. No. I won't accept this. This is not the world I want Penny to live in. The Gigaverse is fluid and non-linear. There is a way back if you refuse to accept this fate. The other supervillains and even the heroes may be the key. I have to learn more about the paths. Even if I fail again, I'll see the larger shape of it, and from that I can assemble a solution. With each timeline explored, more knowledge, more information. Seeing the bigger picture from every angle. This will work. Time spins in reverse. Decisions and destinies unwind, back to the start, and the path opens up to you anew. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed that, don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons. Looking for more entertainment? Check out my Twitch, link in the description below. Or you can find your way back to this corner of the void. Either way, I'll be waiting.